I did also watch Disneyland Handcrafted.
Good. What'd you think?
So Disneyland Handcrafted does not break new ground. And I was hoping it would. And when I say break ground, this is about the groundbreaking, if you will, of Disneyland having been kind of born out of this idea of Walt Disney getting in and with his team and really breaking ground on Disneyland and how much effort it took all up in to the very end of the day where it opened. And the footage is great. I believe it's been remastered. There's a lot of audio that's been put in as voiceover as they're building the park, a lot of time lapse, a lot of archival Walt Disney interviews talking about Disneyland as he checks in with the Disney show, on a weekly basis during that
What
era.
was this? Is this like some new stuff you've seen, or is this a lot of stuff you've seen before?
A lot of stuff I've seen before, but then again, I am also like you, Dave. I mean, well, you are the Disney historian here, but I will say I've seen a lot of this footage before, but it's clean. It looks clean. It looks pristine. They've done a really good job of cleaning it up. The audio's really well done. It's put together. As you said earlier and alluded to, is it sanitized? Yes. I would have loved to see more of the frantic nature of them trying to get the park open in time where I didn't feel that franticness, that type of the clock is ticking down because some people have made it a point to put those narratives out there and I like that because it was kind of like flying by the seat of my pants here. The ingenuity, the stuff that makes a park is kind of thrown in there because there is a focus on Imagineering. And it is amazing to see the Columbia being built and going down the highway and these type of things going into the park, which I love. And seeing the time lapse footage is amazing. And to me, it's just a feat of human ingenuity, about fortitude, about stick to itiveness, whatever you want to call it, grit. But I really wanted to see more of the manic side and about how they were flying by the seat of their pants to make it happen. Something like this in the timeline that they wanted to get it done, what Walt wanted to get done, is so aggressive. I don't think it could ever be replicated. And Dave, you can tell me that if that's the truth or not, but I just feel like they accomplished so much. And to see the park kind of open up and breathe a sigh of relief is great.
Look,
I just,
look,
yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. I am gonna watch it, but the thing I would say is that everything I know about how Disneyland came to be is Walt wanting to do. He had his own vision for what he wanted in an amusement park, right? And he went to consultants and people in the amusement trade, and they were telling him that he should have a midway with rigged games, and that's where he's going to make a lot of money. And see, these were the things that Walt didn't want, right? He wanted to create something different, so he was inventing this as he was going along. And when you talk about Imagineers, there was no Imagineers back then. you know
Mhm.
he was pulling together artists he had worked with on animated films that he saw different things in, to help make this dream of his come true, right? And so the bottom line is that he was marching to his own drummer, and he filtered out all the naysayers.
Mhm.
And it wasn't until opening day that he knew that he did something good, because he put it all on the line. He believed in it, but a lot of people around him were like, I don't know about this.
He had clear and decisive vision. He
Yeah.
brought in these luminaries and pick and chose what would serve his narrative, and he gambled big, and it worked out great, but once again, he believed in family entertainment. He believed in a place where the family can get together and enjoy time and amuse themselves in a very, very well curated place. And I love the thought that goes behind it. I feel like this was kind of a very, I would say, medium tempo, kind of not groundbreaking, but a good look into what was what was going behind the scenes, but not necessarily pulled back the curtain enough for me to really go back and delve into it more. I think Leslie I Works is a great documentarian, and I think for what she did, I think it was great, and I think it'll celebrate Disneyland's 70th anniversary okay, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So so I think that that's the takeaway here, but I will say it's always great to see Walt Disney and remastered and sounding great and looking great.